How to keep your family wealthy forever, the Waterfall Method. This is Rob Gill, founder and CEO of Epic Financial Strategies. And think of the Rockefellers, who had 7 generations, currently 170 heirs, north of $8 billion in their family foundation. And they did it through a strategic purpose on how they can have money go from generation to generation without any tax consequence. Stay tuned and take good notes, folks. What is the Waterfall Method? The term Waterfall Method refers to a popular estate planning strategy in which a whole life insurance policy is transferred or rolled over from the policyholder to their child or grandchild. Often associated with strategies used by the Rockefeller family, the Waterfall Method can create a self-sustaining cycle of wealth that can be transferred across generations. So folks, what we're talking about here, once again, let's keep it real simple. If you overfund life insurance and use it to buy vehicles, college education, or other real estate or other cash flowing assets, perfect. Now, if you put it inside of a trust, and you don't have to do that right away, but if you put it inside of a trust, you could create that generational pass-through by having a grandchild or a child be the beneficiary within this trust. Obviously, the trust would be the beneficiary, but there's language in the trust that could allow for specific kids or grandkids, and that's how we keep the money going from generation to generation. The Rockefeller family, check this out. According to Forbes, the family's net worth is currently valued at $8.4 billion, which is spread amongst 170 heirs. The fortune that was amassed was so large that the family founded Rockefeller Financial Services, which enlists professional money managers to oversee the holding company. The entity has 5 separate arms, each of them overseeing various wealth-building activities such as investments, venture capital, family businesses, family liability insurance, and risk management. This Rockefeller method of estate planning has succeeded for over 7 generations through a careful family constitution and irrevocable trusts. In addition, the family ensured that the trust remained well funded, using the proceeds of life insurance policies for each passing family member. You could use these same strategies by employing the Waterfall Method for yourself. So folks, what this is the OG, the original gangster of family office. If you think about it, check this out. I mean, what they've done with all the different money managers, the liability, the protection, everything you could think of under the sun, and be able to go from generation to generation 7 times with 170 heirs currently is incredible. You too, go ahead, click that link below and specifically look for the Epic Wealth Builder, because that's where we get into really being able to help you organize all your financial data, make sure everything is on the same page, and the right hand is speaking to the left hand. Think of it like, but it's not, but think of it like a fractional family office, where we can really show you the measurements and be able to make sure that all of the financial professionals are aligned for your thinking. And that's how you begin to eventually work your way. Maybe it takes 10, maybe it takes 20 years to get your own family office. How it works, tax deferred. The purpose of the Waterfall Method is to ensure that wealth is passed on from generation to generation in the most tax efficient manner as possible. You could do this by structuring a tax exempt whole life insurance policy in a manner that permits its tax-deferred cash value to be withdrawn by the child or grandchild at a future date after the original policyholder has died. Yeah, so folks, check it out. That's according to Investopedia, but to keep it real simple, there's language in the trust that allows you to direct exactly where the money goes, how it goes, and when it goes, so you can make sure your grandchild has 3, let's call it staggering distributions, where they're 25, 30, and 35. There'll be somebody to oversee how they get their payments, and they're gonna live by the law of the irrevocable trust that you set up for the benefit of your child and or grandchildren. How it works, transfer. Whole life policies have 2 components. In addition to the death benefit that pays out when the insured passes away, whole life insurance policies also accumulate a tax-deferred cash value as the insured pays premium. Eventually, the insured individual transfers the life insurance policy to a descendant, at which point the funds become taxable on withdrawal. So once again, that's Investopedia giving you a definition if you ever Google it. But remember, if you're going to transfer the insured, it becomes a tax nightmare if you're not careful. You want to get with an accountant to I dot and T cross, and then get with your insurance agent to see the best way to do it. And if there's a trust in the middle of it, well, guess what? You're doing a lot of tax strategies and proper planning with your money, time, freedom. How it works, cost savings. In addition to its tax advantages, the Waterfall Method can help avoid some of the pitfalls that can apply to gifts and other large-scale transfers of wealth. For example, waterfall concepts can be carried out using only the terms and condition of the original insurance contract without requiring the involvement of potential costly lawyers and intermediaries. Similarly, transferring wealth through the waterfall method can help prevent those assets from being allocated to other parties as part of the probate process. So folks, if you don't have the trust planning in mind yet, remember the contract itself inside the life insurance dictates where the money's going to go and who it's going to go to based on how you fill out the application. Remember though, once you go trust, there's a whole nother layer of tax strategies, tax savings, and really being able to make sure that money goes from generation to generation without the confiscatory nature of the government coming in to take that money. How it works, the risk. When using waterfall method, it's important to structure the policy in a manner that protects against the risk that the original policyholder might die before the policy is transferred. One method to do is by designing a third party, such as the child's parent, as a contingent or irrevocable beneficiary with the intention that the parent would then transfer the policy to the grandchild once he or she comes of age. So folks, one of the things I'm trying to show is when you look at Investopedia, these are the definitions you're going to see. However, it's very complicated. And to uncomplicate this, simply get with your insurance agent. However, make sure they're connected to an accountant and a trust officer. And we talked before about the importance of the Epic Wealth Builder, which we do organize that for you if you want us to. But remember, if everybody's on the same page, you can avoid all this. So we have a lot of clients that have done a tremendous job at building up wealth, whether it's 10, 30, 50, even 100 to $200 million. The challenge there is, and some of these clients have this challenge, if your right hand isn't speaking to your left hand, if the accountant isn't speaking to the trust officer, insurance agent, so on and so forth, there could be a major disconnect. One of our clients has an insurance policy that is a death benefit of $10 million. However, he wasn't aware that after a certain time, because there was term insurance in it, that $10 million was going to be $4 million. As his net worth is growing substantially year over year. So this is where not only trust planning comes into play, but also the right kind of insurance to complement the trust planning. And it's important that you I dot and T cross. And don't forget, you could ask us any question you want. You could tell us what videos you want us to do, because we want to make sure that we're serving you and continuing to bring education along the way. If you want to secure your own life insurance banking strategy, go ahead, click that link below. One of the team members here at Epic will take you through the success process, answer any questions. By the way, no obligation on your part. Please keep your checkbook in your pocket. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. We're going to drop nuggets on a daily basis, as much education as we can. And thank you so much for checking out the channel.